Do people assume all your problems got solved because a big, strong man showed up?
Yes, what is up with that?
She is a princess!
Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Clark, your films have a real sense of wonder and awe, but humor, and a kind of satirical humor, which I love. So is that sort of a conscious thing, or does that just happen in the writing?
You know, I've been lucky to work with filmmakers that kind of come with that kind of comedy sense to them. And in this case, Rich Moore and Phil Johnston, the two directors of the film, and Phil Johnston's the writer on this story and was on the writer on the first one, that's kind of their point of view from a comedic standpoint. It's the thing I love. They make me laugh every single day because it just comes organically from them.
Yeah.
And it's the thing I love about these movies.
Okay, so you're a producer. You've produced most of Disney's big recent hits. I don't get it, though. Harvard finance,
Right.
making movies.
How does it all work, right?
What's the timeline?
You know, it's a great question. When I came out of university, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and everybody was going to Wall Street at the time, and I thought, okay, I guess that's what I'll go do.
In the
That'll
80s?
give me. It was the late 80s. It will really give me a sense of business, right? And I'll get that spirit to it. But after about 4 years, I realized that I didn't have passion for it. It wasn't what I wanted to wake up every single day and do. And I thought I don't want to wake up in 30 years and not love what I'm doing. So I started to think about entertainment. My grandparents owned a movie theater when I was a kid.
Oh my God.
So I saw movies all the time. And I thought, why not just take a leap of faith and move to LA and see if I could create some kind of a career in entertainment.
You're
and
kidding.
Look at where I am today. It's incredible. So I always say to people, follow your heart. Follow that. And do something you love, because you'll be infinitely happier doing that.
That is a great story.
Oh, thank you.
Something I love about Ralph Breaks the Internet is the digs. They're not too subtle sometimes.
Yeah.
There's the aggressive autofill, which we all
Yes,
hate.
yes.
And, that he's going to break it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what, I think we all kind of need that, don't you?
Yeah,
Like
I
a little
think
bit of payback?
Well, sort of. I think the key element in the storytelling of this is the internet's this big, amazing world. It actually does connect the world. There's so many great things about the internet.
Yes.
But there's complicated, difficult parts about it, too. There's dark sides to it, and we wanted to explore all of that. We didn't want to just give one picture of the internet as if it's this amazing world. We needed to talk about things like the fact that autofill can annoy you. We actually go into a comments room, and really, for Ralph, it's an awakening for him to realize that maybe the whole world doesn't see his character the way he wants to be seen. And I think it's an important thing that opens the opportunity for parents who take their kids to these films to talk to them about that, to say, remember that scene in the movie? Well, let's talk a little bit about what is that, and what did that mean for Ralph, and how do you yourself protect yourself from those kind of feelings? Yeah.
That's fantastic. But I think one of the moments I loved the best was the princess reunion.
Yeah. It was such a great...
It's so good to see them.
It was an amazing experience, honestly. Really, it was an idea pitched in the story room that we thought could be incredibly comedic on one level, but also eventually, as we built the story, it became really important to the storytelling. Vanellope's a princess herself, so what if she met the other Disney princesses? And what if they opened her eyes to this concept of what is your destiny? That maybe she isn't where she's supposed to be. Maybe there's something bigger out there for her. And that's what those characters end up doing. But for us, we were bringing back characters that had made us want to be part of Disney animation, and we were bringing back the original voice cast and getting to meet these incredible actresses who brought these characters to life. So it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience that I'm so excited for the audience to see, but really had a deep impact on me.
And Irene Bedard, I interviewed her for Pocahontas, and there she is.
Yes.
It was heartwarming. It was really heartwarming.
And the cool thing is each one of them actually spent time in the studio talking to the animation team about their characters. Because these animators haven't animated all these characters themselves, so to get the original voice cast to come in and say, here's the way I see the character, here's how I would want to see her portrayed in animation was phenomenal. It was incredible.
Oh, that's just fantastic. Thank you for bringing another terrific film, and we'll see you for the next one.
I look forward to that. Thank you so much.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.